How's it going everyone, and welcome back to the channel for another Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. And in today's video, we are going to be discussing the latest community transmission that's let us know absolutely everything that's coming in the update tomorrow. Now this update will of course include Felucia, Clone Commandos, and a ton more cool stuff. But the main focus of this video will be discussing the hero changes that have now been made official, as well as changes to lightsaber combat. Now if you guys are enjoying these videos, then be sure to smash a like to help get this video out there, and if you are new around here, then feel free to subscribe for more Battlefront 2 videos. The big update is tomorrow, so make sure that notification bell is on, as there will be streams and there will be videos incoming, so stay tuned. But diving into it, and I'm not going to go over every single thing in this transmission, otherwise we will literally be here all day. Lots of it we do actually already know, because the recent community transmissions, including yesterday's video, they have pretty much covered a lot of the stuff that's here. But the hero changes, on the other hand, we will be diving right into them, but we're only going to be going over the ones that are really worth noting. Some of these in this transmission are super minor, so we'll just skip them and get to the important stuff. So one of the biggest changes in this update is that hero abilities will have no cooldown and will be instantly refunded when they are interrupted. So for example, if Luke Skywalker tries to use his repulse ability but is pulled by Kylo Ren before the repulse effect happens, Luke will be pushed, but his repulse ability will instantly be available again. So this is actually a really good change, and I really do like it. So it should help with abilities being interrupted, so there'll be less ability wastage. So this should be a really good change for the combat. I actually really can't wait to see how this one plays out. It looks good on paper, but it might play different, who knows, but either way we're going to be able to test that out tomorrow. Now also, a resistant tag will show over the head of heroes who cannot be affected by pushing or pulling abilities. For example, Darth Vader during his Force Choke ability. So this is actually really interesting. It's nothing like overly major, but it is still really good to know that abilities don't get wasted and you're not going to get caught when you're doing certain animations, stuff like that. So if you see someone with the resistant tag above their head, simply just do not use your abilities on them, because they will not work from now on, which I think I really actually like that change. Now also, it's mentioned here that the health bonus from the officer's battle command, Yoda's presence, and Finn's big deal should not stack anymore. Now this is something we heard was getting looked at, but we've actually got it in writing here on how it's going to work, so I guess this is actually a pretty cool change. It didn't really affect me massively in a way, so this change should stop that for good. But now let's move on to the lightsaber hero changes coming in this update. We'll just list them all out here. So DICE have fixed an issue that could cause the deflect animation to not show locally even though the player is deflecting. Made changes to reduce the risk of rubber banding when deflecting a lightsaber attack. Updated staggers to give more control to the player being attacked. Adjusted all lightsaber heroes' dodge timings in order to let them move after the dodge animation earlier. On a side note, that's actually a really good change, and I really do like that one. They've also fixed an issue where lightsaber heroes would deflect the wrong blaster bolt color. That's super minor, that doesn't really matter. So there really is some good changes there. Whether they work or not, that obviously remains to be seen. We can't trust these kind of notes sometimes, because these community transmissions, they say one thing, but something completely different happens when we actually play the game. It's just way too often now that lightsaber combat just seems to take one step forward and 2 steps back. Hopefully, this is a big step forward and a massive turnaround to make lightsaber combat a lot better in the future. But now there are some individual hero changes going on in this update, so I've highlighted all the ones here that are actually worth noting, and we're going to talk about them right now. So with Darth Vader, they have fixed an issue that would block players from dodging out of Darth Vader's Force Choke area of impact. Now this is actually a really big one. People have been complaining about this like no tomorrow. We did recently know that they were going to be addressing this, so this technically is like a Vader nerf, I guess. Hopefully this helps things out in general. I'm kind of on the fence here. I kind of think it didn't really need attention, but DICE heard the cries and they addressed it. Now also, there are some changes to Captain Phasma coming. So Phasma has gotten some love this time round. So for all those Captain Phasma mains out there, Captain Phasma can now pick up the sentry droid. This should help Phasma relocate, as it was currently very frustrating to be locked in place or have to lose your turret for the duration of the cooldown. And also, Captain Phasma's sentry droid now is destroyed when she is defeated. I'm actually pretty happy with that one, because it's very annoying when you kill the Phasma and her droid is still there shooting you and you get stunned by it, so that is now a thing of the past, which is good news. But overall, hopefully these changes, they make Phasma better. make her a little bit more practical to use, so it's going to be really interesting to see how things go from now on for Phasma. But now onto Rey, and a massive change for Rey, thankfully. They have fixed an issue that would cause Rey's dash strike to completely deplete the stamina bar of a lightsaber hero when blocking. So this one has been a massive annoyance for players for pretty much a month now. Hopefully this is just fixed, as it is literally so annoying. We're all pretty happy to see the end of this, and even as a Rey main, it sucks that she's getting, you know, I guess you could say a nerf in a way, but it's more of a bug fix than anything. This glitch sucked and it was cheap, so I am very happy to see it gone. But now moving on to Yoda, and a Yoda nerf was a very hot topic for this update, but we've actually got some in-depth details for what the nerf is going to entail. So they have reduced Yoda's health bonus from the presence ability, base health bonus on troopers reduced from 100 to 70 points, base health bonus on heroes and Yoda reduced from 200 to 150 points. Reduce the delay until health starts depleting from 10 to 8 seconds. Yoda's presence was the strongest bonus health in the game by far. We're trying to reduce its impact in big game modes. Also, Yoda's dash attack damage has been reduced from 130 to 85 points. Jesus. The dash attack while breaking block also dealt a lot of damage. We're adjusting it to have a damage level that takes the block breaking into account. And I won't go into the last two because they're pretty minor and they don't really matter. So Yoda has been nerfed. Like, he's been nerfed. I mean, he's losing all that, you know, those health boosts. And I just can't get over the nerf to his dash attacks. Going from 130 to 85 points is a pretty brutal nerf. I'm not going to lie. I actually didn't know that before I started reading this out. So you kind of got my live reaction there. But yeah, I don't know. I've got to say that Yoda's going to be pretty not so great after this update by the look of it. Like, hopefully he is still somewhat decent, but yeah, man, 130 to 85 points, I think that might be a little bit drastic on DICE's part. But now moving on to Obi-Wan Kenobi. So there were two changes for Obi-Wan coming in this update. One of those being the animation of Obi-Wan's defensive rush ability has been improved for speed and accuracy. Also, they have fixed Obi-Wan's defensive rush and attack, causing all enemy stamina to drain. So these are very good changes. I can't wait to see how these go. I'm not a fan of the current rush, so this one for me is a really good change. So those were the main hero changes for this update. If there was any that I missed, it was because I deemed them either minor or just not worth noting. And I don't want the video to be like 50 years long. It's just the stuff that doesn't matter. Good hero changes are there. The Yoda nerf kind of sucks, but Rey and Obi-Wan's dash stamina glitch is gone, so that is really good stuff. I'm really happy about that. So the hero gameplay, guys, it's going to be pretty different after this update. It looks like there's a lot of changes, and it's going to be really interesting to see how things pan out. Now, also, it's worth noting that Capital Supremacy, the bug where you spawn out of bounds, is now gone. Thank God. I was getting really sick of that. It actually started to happen to me a lot lately, so it's very good to see that that one is gone. But lastly, the final update and change of the video is about the vehicles. So they have tweaked the damage values for speeders so that they are prevented from potentially killing heroes in one shot. Speeders affected are the Bark, Stap, and LIUV. Also the X34 land speeder and the 74Z speeder bike. So I've got to say, I'm very happy about this. I am just sick and tired of being one shot by vehicles and just having them completely melt me as a hero, because most of the time you're actually completely defenseless. So this one was getting increasingly annoying, so I am very, very happy to see this. But guys, there was a lot here. I tried to keep this video as informative as possible without it being, 20 minutes plus. There was a lot here. This is a massive update. Most facets of the game have been affected. This could be a real step forward for the game. And I'm not going to lie, it's really needed after the last update. I'm not all happy with some of these nerfs and changes, but I mean, what can you do? But guys, what do you all think of this huge community transmission? It's a mixed bag for me. There are some things in here I'm not overly happy with in terms of balancing or changes, but there is a lot here that I am very relieved to see and can't wait to test out. But of course, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Now, like I said at the start of the video, there's heaps going on for Battlefront 2 now, so I will be live streaming later today, so make sure you stay tuned for that one. It's going to be an absolute banger. We have a ton of fun on the stream, so it'll be great to see you over there. But that just about wraps it up for this update video, guys, so be sure to leave a like if you did enjoy. It would be greatly appreciated, as it helps the channel out a great deal. And subscribe to the channel if you are new around here, as it's busy times right now and there's a lot of content coming. But that is going to do it for this video, guys, so thank you all for watching. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll talk to you all again real soon.